guys, this is Grace and welcome to my channel. I'm here with you today to share my September October homemade kit, what is left of it, and also the pages that I created with it. So if you're ever interested in what products or when I reveal these kits, make sure that you check out the description below because I will have the link on when what products that I shared when I pulled this kit together. So I always put my kits in an iris container, and I also have one of those inserts in there so I can put my little bits and pieces of embellishments and if I have any scraps. So what is left? I still have a lot of these Halloween die cuts and 3x4 papers. I think I only did one Halloween layout for this, and yeah, that was it. And then I have a little bit more embellishments here. These are the initial die cuts that I have, and then while I was going through and doing something, I found these acetate from the Cedar Lane collection by Pink Paisley, and they have an autumn theme, so I just inserted it into my kit, and I did use some of it for some of the layouts. And then here are just some scraps of paper. Did use some of the tags, and then I still have this die cut that says wish. I wanted to use up some of these handmade layered embellishments, and I think I was able to use them on one layout. And then here are some of the trims and the sequins, and then just a bunch more, and just a lot of scraps. And then here is some more of the sequins. I was pulling out some more pictures and journaling that I had wanted to do, but I'll have to use that for another kit because I've kind of gotten bored with this specific one. So that's that. And then of course some scraps that are left over. I did like this 2x2 paper that I had pulled out. This one was my inspiration paper, and I did manage to use a bunch of them, and so I'm happy about that. Some I've used as squares and some I used as circles. And then just a bunch of, as you can see, scraps that will be used for either just scraps of, pages that are using scraps or cards. I pulled this one out. This one wasn't originally in my kit, but I needed like a purple for my Halloween page, and so I did pull that out. Here are the thickers, and this one was the sticker sheet that I'd wanted to use. As you can see, I've managed to use a bunch of them, which makes me really happy. So they're just going to go back into my stash. This one was a white sticker. I can't remember if I put this in my initial kit, but I did use this on a few layouts. And then the stencil, some vellum, and I did use some stars for another layout, so I'm not sure if it was in this one, but I just pulled that out and put it in this kit. So pages, I was able to, let's see, because when I make a page I just put it on the bottom of this iris container, and so I haven't really counted them. Don't know how many I was able to make, but let's count. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oh, I made 10 pages. That makes me really happy. Okay, so this is not in order. So and a lot of them does not have a process video. I think this one is the only one that has a process video. Sorry about that, guys. It's been hard for me to make process videos lately because I have changed my scrapbook area, or where I scrap, and so it's been harder for me to make process videos. So I apologize for that. Once I get kind of situated and know what's the best way for me to make process videos, I will definitely make some more. Okay, so first, and this one was like, I think I would say maybe the 9th layout that I created, but as you can see, I did a lot of strips in the background. This was based off of a sketch from Scrapbook Generations, and it's really good for a lot of scraps. And so I did punch out the papers, the 2x2, into circles, and then added them as scallop with some scallop circles on the background. And then this one was my only Halloween page. And with this one, this is also based off of a Scrapbook Generation sketch, and I added a bunch of the Halloween, and then I did 3 4x6 photos. My journaling is over here. added a lot of paper strips into banners. That's really good for scraps. And that's that. And then the third one, another single page layout, and this one has two 4x4 photos. They were originally 4x6, but I trimmed them down so that it will match the sketch that I was following. And then these two spots were actually for photos, but because I didn't have smaller photos, I just used those 2x2 papers, which worked really, really well. And then I also used some trim for the edges to incorporate the trims there. And then this one is another single page layout, and it has a bunch of stickers. And this is when I use that Cedar Lane wreath that's acetate, and then I just added a vellum for my title here and those cork triangles. And then this one's a double page layout. This one was based off of a sketch from Scrapbook Generations. And as you can see, I use a bunch of the papers to make my circles, and then I also layered them with those 2x2 papers and some die cuts and punched some of them out. I did add the owl because I thought that was really cute. And that one's the other page. Sorry for the glare. Okay, and then this one's another 12 by 24 page double page layout, again based off of the sketches from Scrapbook Generation. I'm part of an online forum, and they were having a challenge where the challenge is to create layouts based off of the free sketches from Scrapbook Generation. And if you know me, I love sketches, and so I jumped on board. And I love that they give you plenty of time to do the sketches, the pages. So if you're too busy one week, you can still be able to do them. Like, I think they give you like 3 weeks to work on the sketch, so I've been liking that. I use some papers and some die cuts to make the banner over here, and then some paper strips. So if you have seen my reveal for this kit, you know that I only have one of this dotted purple paper. So what I did was I cut them 3x12 so I can put them on the edges, and so it looks like they're one full sheet, but they're really not. So I like that. Maximizes my pages or my products. And so this one, I believe, is my very first page that I created for this specific kit. And again, it's based off of the sketch from Scrapbook Generation. And the thing that I love about the sketches is that I can use my 4x6 photos, and I could just kind of crop them a little bit. So a lot of the sketches that I've seen sometimes on Pinterest have really tiny photos or just one photo, and so it doesn't work with the projects that I make. But the Scrapbook Generation seems to work a lot, especially with my double page layout needs. I used some frame, by the way, to fill that up, and then the die cut frames as well was added to this page. Okay, and this one's a single page layout. I used the chipboard flourish letters or words, and that's part of my title, and then a bunch of those acetate leaves, and also the what is this one, like a I don't know what kind of embellishment that is, but maybe clay, is that what it's called? I don't know. But anyways, that's my layout right there. Again, it's based off of the sketches from Scrapbook Generation. And then this one was another one of the layouts that I created. I think this was either my second or my third. And I did use a stencil on this one. I combined black acrylic paint with modeling paste, and then used my stencil to create that background, and then added some strips of paper, squares, pieces of those 2x2 blocks, and then the tag, and then some more strips over here. I did add the rhinestones as well. And of course, to maximize my paper, I cut the inside of it so that I could have used this pattern paper in another page, and I was able to use that one. So, and then last but not the least, well, hopefully not the least, this one was made with the text paper that's craft, and then some more strips of paper, the chipboard flourish word, and then the thicker foam. And then this one was where I used my homemade embellishments, and I just put that in 3 different spots because it's pink. I needed something in the photo that has pink, and so my daughter does have, I mean, I know it's kind of a peach, but it's fairly close. So that's what I used. And I did add I used the stencil and just rubbed some distress ink on there to create this design. So these are my layouts and also what's left of my kit. I hope that this inspired you to create your own homemade kit. If you have any questions as to how to make a kit, let me know in the description below, and I will try to answer it as soon as I can. And make sure that you check out my other homemade kits to get some inspiration, and I will catch you guys another day. Thanks, bye.